Warning: spoilers for the Bleach anime and manga up until Season 1 of the 1000-year Blood War arc. Zanpakutos, the weapons of the Soul Reapers, are a manifestation of the essence of who they are. In this series, we will be reviewing the Zanpakutos that the various Soul Reapers in Bleach wield, and through this, gain a perspective of their psyche and values. In this episode, we will be covering Kuchiki Byakuya, captain of the 6th Division in the Gotei 13, and the adoptive brother of Kuchiki Rukia. As head of one of the great noble families in Soul Society, Byakuya prides himself on his nobility and strongly believes in the maintenance of law and order. His Zanpakuto, Senbon-zakura, which translates to 1,000 cherry blossoms, has the ability of having its blade scattering into countless blade fragments, controlled by Byakuya, giving commands by waving the sword's hilt in its Shikai form. In its Bankai form, Senbon-zakura Kageyoshi, or vibrant display of 1,000 cherry blossoms, Byakuya no longer needs to wave his hands to control the blades anymore, and the amount of blade fragments are greatly increased, but it is not too dissimilar from its Shikai form. Byakuya's outside demeanor is represented in his Zanpakuto abilities. He wants to maintain distance and expresses his aristocratic upbringing by literally not getting his hands dirty. In Japanese culture, the cherry blossom flower represents the fleeting nature of life, as it blooms for a short time before scattering and falling. For Byakuya, this could represent the life of his cherished deceased wife, Hisana, who died 5 years after their marriage. Byakuya loved her deeply, and was torn between his ideals that law and order can only be maintained if the people higher up follow the rules themselves, and trying to fulfill Hisana's dying wish by breaking the rules to adopt her blood sister Rukia into the clan. As Byakuya had already broken the rules of his clan twice, once in marrying a commoner like Hisana, and the other adopting Rukia, he swore to himself he would never go against law and order ever again. Unconsciously, Byakuya might have also made the link that by breaking the rules in the first place, Hisana's sickness and untimely death happened as a form of punishment for him. Beneath this exterior, Byakuya cares very deeply and will put his life in danger for those important to him. It does not seem like a coincidence that Senbon-zakura has a hurtless area or safe zone, which is directly within Byakuya's vicinity. It is by getting close to Byakuya that he can be hurt, and that is true for his mindset as well, as he has truly suffered physically and emotionally through the close relationships he has formed and how they clash with his ideals. After his clash with Ichigo, however, Byakuya has appeared to mellow, and while not completely abandoning law and order, has started to find loopholes in his given instructions in order to do what his heart desires, as well as being more lenient and caring for Rukia.